We're in Venice, Louisiana, staying with the Frenettes at the Redfish Lodge of Louisiana. You know, when it comes to fishing, and red fishing in particular in Venice, Louisiana, Frenette is a name that is widely known. And you know, Mike is the man here. He was one of the first guys down here. What you see here in this area as far as what it's become, and you know, a lot of that was started from him. You know, he was one of the very first guys down here. So to get to come down here and fish with him and experience Venice, Louisiana in his world is a pretty cool deal.
I'm Mike Frenette, owner and operator of Redfish Lodge of Louisiana. Been fishing down in Venice what seems like eternity. I've seen a lot of things happen, seen a lot of good things, and it's fishing's just been my life down here. It's just it's a special place.
Throughout the years, I had heard about Mike's outfit and his camp and the Redfish Lodge of Louisiana down in Venice, and all this time of knowing each other, and finally after 10 or 12 years, finally get a chance to come down here and fish with him for a few days.
I've been knowing Chris for several years, 10, 12 years. Fished against him in the Redfish Cup tournaments, as well as Kit, and we were competing against each other.
During the Redfish tour, you know, I would go and do some pre-fishing with Chris, and one of the places that we came was here in Louisiana, and it was great that, you know, that's how I first met Mike and his son Michael. They were a team on the Redfish Cup too. And I wasn't actually a team member, but I was here just helping out to pre-fish the week before. And it's just a great area, and we've been talking for a long time about coming here and, you know, just coming here for fun and you know, check the place out and get to see more than just what you do in a normal, you know, tournament situation.
Talked to Kit and decided, you know, hey man, let's roll out there and go link up with Mike. It was something I was really looking forward to, coming down and fishing with Mike, but also sharing it with Kit, who him and I had so many adventures and stuff here before. So it was kind of a cool deal, unique situation for me to come down and fish with someone who used to come and pre-fish with me, and also fish with someone who I used to compete against in tournaments.
Normally at this time of the year, and this is the end of July going into August, our river system is down low and starts turning green. We get a lot of salinity, starts moving back up into the river. But my entire life, I've never seen this happen. Our river stage is at 16 feet. And so those of you that don't understand that, at 17 feet, that's flood stage for New Orleans, and that's extremely high. So we have a tremendous amount of fresh water in our estuary and in the delta system. Absolutely no salinities in the marshes right now. It's, you know, it's solid fresh water from all the rain up in the Midwest. And you know, I've never seen this in my entire life, so it's changed the pattern of the fish for this time of the year. Does it make things not happen? Absolutely not, because we do experience high rivers here, but it's usually in March or April, certainly not in the middle of the summer.
You know, normally at this time of the year, we'd be kind of cruising in some of these back little pocket areas and sight casting fish from 5 pounds up to 40 pounds, but the waters are still dirty, and it's hard to find the clear water, and the salinity levels aren't allowing the big reds to kind of move in yet. So we're going to kind of work the outside edges. You know, we're still going to be close to the shorelines and close to the marsh, but when an incoming tide occurs, it brings in a little bit of salt water closer in. Salinity levels move up, and the big bulls will move in with it. We are on an outgoing tide right now, so it might be kind of interesting to see what's going to happen this afternoon, but my gut feeling is we're still going to find them. They're waiting for us. They're wondering why we haven't come out and played yet today.
We're coming.
We're coming.
Our plan was to go out on the outside edges and hopefully find some areas that have some higher salinity levels because of the strong incoming tide from last night, and hopefully that will bring an influx of, you know, some big redfish into the area, and you know, hopefully that's where we'll get our big bites.
Wild Instinct Outdoors is in partnership with Ray Marine. Go hunting underwater with Ray Marine.
We're targeting big bull redfish in fairly deep water, 4 to 8 foot of water. and not real clean water. So, you know, we tried a bunch of different things, employed a bunch of different techniques to try and catch them, and mainly using things that would trigger a strike or get their attention, help them find the bait, stuff with vibration and sound.
And we spent some time casting the spinner baits, crank baits, topwater baits, and obviously they just weren't working. And I think the result was a lot of it because of the grass and whatever. So I said, look, there's one way that, I'm not going to say it never fails me, but it usually doesn't. And it's a popping cork with a leader underneath, about a 2.5, 3 foot mono leader underneath with a jig head and a plastic tail. And the popping cork, to me, is the calling card. It makes the noise. It just simulates and sounds like a fish feeding on the surface, especially a big redfish. And as calm as it was, I just kept thinking that you could hear that sound from a mile away.
You're liable to get a bite the first cast. Yeah, I mean, listen to it. Sounds just like a redfish.
I don't know if it was the first cast, but I can promise you, by the second cast, we were hooked up.
Got one.
Yeah.
Nice, Mike.
Yeah. My God, I'm wringing wet.
Oh, well, there's just no breeze.
The heat index today is like 110. Here we go. What you got there?
What you got, Kit?
Doubled up there, Kit. Pretty good job there.
Yeah, I was throwing that.
Oh,
there we go.
Triple up. That's what I'm talking about.
I never doubted you, Mike. I never doubted you, buddy.
There we go. 2 on a cork, 1 on a spinnerbait. I think we're in a school. I'll tell you what, it's hard to beat a big giant red. On light tackle, it's just hard.
Don't get old, man.
No
matter how many you caught.
That's right. It's just amazing how strong they are. And listen,
It was insane. It was total chaos. We've got lines crossing over each other. We got lines crossing under each other. We're telling each other where to go. It was just, it was as much fun as you can have with a rod and reel.
look at this one, would you?
Whew.
Golly, what a toad.
You got a shark.
I wonder he's biting.
Black tip.
With that shark there, I'm not sure I want to sit here and hold this thing too
I
long.
won't let him get the mic.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about
that
the other
guy.
one.
Look at that fish. That's why you come to Louisiana. No, you don't. Look at that thing.
Look at that, huh?
Still good.
Look at the belly on that one. That's a girther there. That's a nice
That's a big
fish.
fish.
On light tackle, that's hard to
Wow.
beat. Good job.
Wow.
Very good job. Well, we had 2 big reds
Look at that thing.
and a shark. Look, that's a chunk.
That is a beast, dude. That's a big fish.
Wild Instinct Outdoors is in partnership with Hooters, the cure for the common restaurant. The American Barrels, live free or die, a true American spirit.
Well, you know, Venice is a special place. I mean, there's no place in the United States like it. It's unique. I mean, you can literally go out and catch blue marlin, yellowfin tuna, wahoo, red snapper, any type of bottom species you can think of, and come in and fish the marsh and fish bass, redfish, speckled trout, flounder, and just the amount of fish and the different species because of the Mississippi River and the Delta area just makes this one of the unique places of the world.
The attitude of these fish, it really all comes down to pressure. Coming from Southwest Florida, Pine Island Sound, one of the most heavily fished, heavily pressured fisheries in Florida, for me to come here is really a treat. And it's like the opposite end of the world.
Yeah, Chris, it's been a long time since y'all been down here.
I know, too long. It's changed a lot from you know, the way the marina looks and stuff, what about the fishing? Is it?
You know, I can't say the fishing's changed at all. I mean, we still have fantastic fishing. What has changed a lot is the geographical area, the land mass, the marsh mass that we had before. It's probably 50% less of what you fished just 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And you know, that makes a whole lot of difference where you can find the clean water inside. And
right, because there's not as much marsh filtering it.
Filtering, that's right. You know, so you really have a lot of different conditions to deal with now down here with the river system. And when the river's high, your water turns dirty easy. And
right.
you know, we still have lots of fish, and we're going to have lots of fish, and it's probably, you know, one of the best destinations that you can go to in the country.
Oh, without a doubt.
But you know, when you start losing the estuary and you start losing the areas where the babies grow up, sort of say, you know, that's when you got to get kind of a little nervous. You know, we got to put this broken puzzle back together again.
Absolutely.
It's just too rich of an area and too important to this whole country for a lot of different reasons. It's not just for you and I coming out here and fishing.
Oh no, I mean, the entire Gulf of Mexico.
You know, this is where it all starts.
Affected by, yeah.
Yeah, look at this. That's what I call effective. There you go, Chris. I tell you, the fishing's still great no matter what.
The fishing's still great. You know, I mean, my primary fishing at home is for redfish, and without a doubt, Louisiana is the best red fishery on the planet. I mean,
Chris, we fished together. Pre-fished together before. We fished against each other.
Hey,
look at that! Look at that racehorse!
Oh,
Did you see him go?
Come under you.
Ooh, there we go. Oh my gosh!
That was a sick eat.
That was crazy, wasn't it? You know what? I don't care what you fish for. If that doesn't make your blood boil, you might as well just give it up.
That fish.
Oh. Look at this baby. Whew. Look at these two oinkers, Chris. Golly.
Awesome.
These are some pigs right here.
Awesome. As a fisherman, as an outdoorsman, the special days are far outnumbered by the challenging days. And so these are the days that we fish for. You know, these are the days that we go into the outdoors for. Look at that. Golly. Good
How about
to be
that,
back,
Chris?
buddy.
I tell you.
It's good to be back.
This is special, isn't it?
It's the land of dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic Reds. Come on, baby. Mine's a little tired. I'm gonna.
Jeez.
God, that water's warm. I feel like I'm
So
touching
warm.
bath water.
Those are big fish.
There he goes. How about that, huh?
Good to be back,
Welcome
brother.
back.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Thank you.
What's special about these large fish, and a lot of people don't realize, is how old these fish are. When these fish get to this length, when you're looking at a 35-inch fish up to 45, 46, 47-inch fish that we're catching out here, these fish are, you know, some of these fish are in excess of 25 years old. A lot of people don't understand that it takes about 7 years for a redfish to mature and to migrate out of the marsh to where he starts mating and having babies. And these fish are the producing fish. There's absolutely no reason to kill a fish like this. You know, some people say, oh man, you know, redfish is great eating. Well, the big ones, they're really not, they're kind of tough and they're not the greatest to eat, so why even kill them? Because these are the producing fish. If we take these fish out of the waters, these experiences, they'll not exist. I mean, this is a special thing. And if you take these fish out of the waters, you may eliminate it. Why should you?
Wild Instinct Outdoors is in partnership with XS Sight Systems, the fastest sights in any light. Boatmaster Trailers, the name that represents quality.
it's one of those experiences where here I hadn't seen Mike and actually hung out with him and spent quality time with him in years. And you know, I'm looking around and Mike's grinning ear to ear, Kit is grinning ear to ear, we're all laughing, cutting up, and all of us are catching absolute giant redfish. You know, I mean, some of the biggest redfish I've ever caught in my life.
I just missed mine.
There you go. Oh, look at the boil, man.
Look, there's the cork. He's still on. He's still on. He's still on. Oh, I thought he was gone.
I think he missed it and came back and swiped at it again because your cork floated
The cork
for a
came
second.
up, you're right, and then it dropped down, unless it was a school, but...
I don't know. Yeah, it might have been a group of fish. We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah, see if you get bit. One thing for certain, he swam fast towards the boat.
That's cool.
Tell you what, Chris, I was sweating before these fish.
Yeah.
I'm wringing wet right now. I really am.
Oh, there you go. You're on. You're on. Stick him.
Get him, Kit! But he was racing to the boat as well.
Nice, dude.
That was a
that
fast
fish
fish.
ate like 15 feet from the boat.
Yeah, and he came straight at the boat. Kit doesn't reel as fast as he was reeling. That was over with.
Whit and Mike were catching redfish and like that, and I switched over the popping cork once I saw that's what the deal was. I finally threw one out there and got it going and hooked into one. You know, I don't know how big it was. I know it was over 40 inches, but it's by far the biggest redfish I've ever caught.
Dude, that's a beast.
I saw it. He was
And
a
he's
chunker,
dark.
isn't he?
He's dark. Nice, Kit.
Good job, Kit.
Nice and easy. Good fish, huh?
Good job, too, because that fish charged the boat. If you weren't reeling like you were, you would have lost it. That was great. Some are just bigger than others. There's nothing small out here.
Look at that.
Nice fish, Kit.
Listen to him drumming.
Yeah. Well, you guys are enjoying your fish. Mine just took out 30 more yards.
That's nice.
You let this one go?
You know what he's saying? He's saying that's the strongest shrimp I ever ate in my life. It pulled me all across the Gulf.
Sweet.
Oh, look at this thing.
You got a full-grown one.
Oh yeah, this one here is.
Is that the grandpappy?
This is a big girl. Look at the size of this thing.
Let me get my mitts
Look
on
at
this
the
fish.
head on this girl, would you?
Come here. Look at this beast.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
Ate it.
That is a special fish right there, Chris. I don't care where you're fishing.
Oh, this is insane.
Oh, look at this one, Chris.
thing.
That is one big redfish. I mean, look, I can barely put.
I know.
They take 3 hands to go around that.
That's 35 pounds.
That's a big fish. That's a fatty. It fought like it was about 100. Wow. If you couldn't have scripted any better. The fish cooperated. We are completely worn out. It was a great time to be able to spend with, you know, friends that I haven't seen in a while, and I, you know, I had a ball. I don't get to fish every day, so you know, it was almost like Chris and Kit took me fishing. I mean, it was exceptional.
After, you know, an incredible day of fishing, to come here and to go out and experience something like that, and such an incredible fishery with somebody who knows it and has known it for, you know, all of his life is really a special thing. To come down here to Venice and stay at Mike's Lodge and hang out with him, you know, typically they do these big fancy spreads of food, and you know, we decided, you know, we've been fishing, it had been hot, let's just do something simple. And you know, so we decided to grill out burgers and just hang around and catch up with each other and visit. And man, what an amazing trip, what an amazing experience, and just a great time, and really grateful to finally get out here and share it with Mike and his family, and stay at his place and see what this place is really about. over dinner, we decided to go out the next day with Mike's son, Michael, and do a completely opposite deal and strictly sight fish. Go back into some of the freshwater bayous and just look for sight fishing opportunities.